Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. I have an interesting video for you guys today. I have two different knives in front of me, and these are both made by Real Steel, but these are dealer exclusives for Lamnia.com, which is a knife and gear dealer out of Finland. So it's not a collab. I did a video last year where they sent me something that, again, they didn't produce, they simply were a dealer for. Did a video on it, gave you guys a discount code, and it seemed to go over pretty well. A lot of you guys used the discount code and picked up some cool gear. Well, we're doing something similar this year. They sent me some of their dealer exclusives that, again, were produced by Real Steel. Lamnia does not produce anything. They're simply a dealer. And they've offered a discount code that's going to be good for 3 days, and it's 15% off, 15% off any of the exclusives on their site, whether it's fixed blades or folders such as these two in front of me. So again, hopefully you guys use it. Hopefully you pick up something cool. Let me know if you do down in the comments below. I'd be curious what some of you guys pick up using that code. And again, I've dealt or ordered from them off and on going back as far as 2015, so they're a legit dealer and they ship quickly, and I've never had a problem getting stuff here in the States. So with that out of the way, check the comments section below or the description box below where the discount code is and a link to their exclusives. It's only good for 3 days, so if you're seeing this video beyond the 3 days, I do apologize. It's going to go live tomorrow. Tomorrow's February 5th, 2021, so again, no idea when you're watching this. All right, let's get into it. I have rambled for quite a bit here. We have the Real Steel Rokot, and this is a collaboration with Ivan Braganets. I followed him on Instagram for a while. I think he's a great designer, and he's done several collaborations with Real Steel. We then have the G5 Metamorph Compact, and this is with another designer. What was his name? It was, well, shoot. I thought I had it written down somewhere. I guess I don't. Anyways, another cool design from a different designer. Let's jump into it. I don't think these really shipped with anything in particular. Real Steel's more of a budget company, but they've been producing, holy crap, some cool stuff for a while now. Certificate of authenticity, little card thingy here. You guys don't care. Let's move that out of the way, and let's get into it. So, man, let's start with the Real Steel Rokot, because this is the one that I think you guys would be most excited about. Comes in at a killer price point. With the exchange rates, this thing is 120 bucks. Has S35VN. It has a couple different versions, but this one is in the satin finish blade with the marble carbon fiber, deep carry pocket clip, multi-row bearing system, liner lock. It uses a thumb stud as well as a front flipper, and botch that one. And it also kind of has a long groove here across the front and the back that if you've got long enough nails, you can open. I'm going to try not to cut myself again tonight, so we'll leave that there. If you got long enough nails, you'll be able to flip that puppy open. Here we have, again, the G5 Metamorph Compact. This one is VG10 blade steel. It uses an aluminum frame. Also has a nice deep carry clip here. Runs on bearings, and it is just a front flipper, but really good looking design. Big fan of that blade shape. Gorgeous blade shape. VG10 isn't my favorite steel, but it does a good job. It holds a good edge. I just prefer ones with a little bit better edge retention, but this one's coming in at like 62, 63 bucks. So for the price point, it's pretty decent steel, and these are both really well made. So let's look at some size comparisons. Let's go this way. As always, we've got the Kershaw dividend here, and then let's grab the Para 2. Alright, so specs here on the G5 Metamorph real quick. It has a blade length of about 3 inches, overall about 7, handle length of about 4, give or take. Weighs in at about 2.3 ounces with that aluminum frame. Again, runs on bearings of VG10 blade steel. The Rokot The Real Steel Rokot here comes in with a 3.75-inch blade, just thereabout, about 8.3 inches overall, and about a 4.5-inch handle. So does weigh in at only 3.6 ounces, which, you know, if you go inch to ounce ratio, it's actually pretty good. So yeah, those are the size comparisons real quick. And let's see. So let's start off with this one. So again, great design, great size, just a sharp looking little thing. Look at the way they've done the front flipper on this one. Maybe it's a top flipper, maybe it's a front flipper, but it works pretty well. And again, action's really good. It's got a liner lock with some nice milling here that gives you some good grip, and it's got plenty of space to access that liner lock, so it's really easy to disengage. A little bit slippery being done in aluminum. I say that's probably my only complaint, and then the weight distribution, point of balance is further back than I'm used to. So, you know, as opposed to being right behind the pivot, it's quite a bit further back. There's a lanyard post here. And yeah, but I mean, again, for 60 bucks, there's some concessions we can make, like the balance point and so forth, but really nice machining overall. Love the vibrant blue, and it's got a, you know, pretty useful blade stock, and they ground this thing thin. So this, and the tip is relatively thin as well. So, you know, pretty nice overall for EDC. I think you'd be well served with this one. But yeah, a lot of things to like. I just think overall the machining is actually quite good. Look at the jimping here. Can you guys see how they made sure to mill the sides of it too to take off the edges? It looks really good. The machining's really nice on these. And again, the action is pretty good. So it's comfortable in hand. When it's in hand like this, you don't really notice that it's not quite, you know, balanced at the pivot, but when you're going to open it up, you can feel the balance is a little bit disproportionate. So anyways, yeah, I mean, it's a solid knife for the money. For the money, I'd certainly recommend it. Let's focus in on the one that I really like, which of course is the Rokot here. There's the designer's name. He's on Instagram if you guys want to see his stuff. He's got a lot of really cool designs, and you know, very clean, very simple, kind of no-nonsense knives. Ergonomics are really good. You don't feel the pocket clip in the hand. There's really no sharp edges. Point of balance is just not exactly at the pivot, but just behind the pivot. It feels very balanced in hand. The satin finish is actually pretty nice. And for 120 bucks, again, it's just, there's just nothing like this that I can think of in that $120 price point. Backspacer here looks like it's G10. Maybe it is. It might be some sort of carbon fiber. I can see some lines in there, but most likely it's probably G10. And then the marbled carbon fiber. Now, all the dots you see are apparently the designer's name in Morse code. There's some more Morse code on the clip. Maybe it says Real Steel, I'm not sure. But the deep carry works well. Looks like you can go ahead and swap it to either side. They milled out the front flipper. Again, another look at the jimping on this thing. You can see the quality machining. You can see the thumb studs. And he uses standard, the designer prefers to use kind of standard slotted hardware so that, you know, a simple flathead screwdriver will be enough to service your knife. So, action, very, very good, really smooth, and the thumb studs work beautifully. So, yeah, just crazy value for 120 bucks. So if you use that discount code, you know, it'll take it down to just right around 100 bucks. But if you spend more than 125, you get free shipping. So, you know, therein lies the rub there. We all like free shipping, so maybe you'll have to get this and something else to you know, feel like you've really got your money's worth. I've been guilty of that many a times. But if there is one complaint about this one, it's just that it's kind of hard to access the lock bar. It is a little bit higher. The lock bar is a little bit higher than the other side, but it's still a pretty small area. And they did polish the edges, which again looks great, but it's a little bit harder to access, or at least maybe with my hand size here, than let's say like, you know, the G5 here, which has plenty of space to get in and get to that lock bar. So you guys can see the difference there. Again, certainly manageable, and for 120, I absolutely forgive it. I mean, this certainly feels more like a, you know, a $200 knife. So. Yeah, what else is there to tell you? Again, locks up very solid, no play, ergonomics are nice. You can choke up a little bit further here because he flattened the area underneath the pivot, and there's some additional jimping there as well, so you can choke up on this thing and not feel like you're going to run forward onto the blade. But yeah, love his designs. I think they're really clean. So let me try. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to cut myself. We'll stop that. So anyways, guys, that's a look at, again, 2 of the exclusives over at Lamnia. They have, follow the links, you can see other exclusives they have. Code should be good for 3 days, 15% off. So hopefully that helps. There's no kickbacks to me. I get nothing for it other than, you know, these 2 that they did send my way at no cost. So full disclosure there. But yeah, again, hopefully the 15% off works for you guys and you pick up something cool. If you don't use it, awesome. A lot of great dealers out there. Lamnia just happens to be one of them, so I wouldn't, you know, be worried about ordering from them at all. All right, guys, we will leave it there. I'm going to certainly carry and enjoy this one more, and then I need to do more giveaways, which again I tend to do on Instagram just because it's easy, not because I like them better than you guys. It's just logistically, it's way easier. So. All right, comments, questions, let me know. Let me know if you used the code and bought something cool. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.